In this video, we will be discussing the use of haptics in communication through different greetings and how haptics differ in places around the world. First, we are going to start by defining the term. According to Wood, haptics can be defined as nonverbal communication that involves physical touch. In North America, the greeting you give another person usually depends on the familiarity of the relationship that you have with one another. The first and most formal greeting we see is the handshake. Handshakes are most commonly used when greeting someone we are unfamiliar with or someone we'd like to impress. There are varying types of handshakes, but we typically see the one-handed handshake as the most professional. One can also see the handshake with a hand on the shoulder. Typically, this is seen as more intimate and less formal than a regular handshake. The next common greeting used in North America is a hug. Hugging is commonly used in friendships and intimate relationships to show a level of familiarity with the person you are greeting. The final common greeting that we see in North America is the kiss. Kissing is seen in intimate relationships as a greeting. The next continent we are going to discuss is Europe, but not all European countries have the same traditions. For example, in Belgium, one single cheek kiss is a common greeting among all people, whereas in Spain, it is dependent on which gender is addressing the other. If a female is addressing a male or another female, it is custom to see two kisses on the cheek. If a male is addressing a male, a handshake is common. But if he is addressing a female, it is either two kisses or a hug. Finally, in the Netherlands, if one is unfamiliar with another, a handshake is common, whereas if you are friends of the same gender, you hug, or friends in the opposite genders, you kiss.
We also see the differences in haptic greetings in varying countries throughout Africa. In general, shaking hands is typically frowned upon in most African countries. In Rwanda, cleanliness is key. If one has dirty hands, they will offer their wrist. If both have dirty hands, they will touch wrists to greet each other. In the Sierra Leone, if a person is of great status, arms are crossed a specific way in order to indicate that the person's hand is of great weight. Finally, in Kenya, children bow their heads and you are expected to touch their head with your palm in exchange. The final region we will study is Asia. In Japan, a handshake is common to begin a greeting. However, it is typically accompanied with a bow. The degree of a bow depends on the relationship of the two greetings. The 15-degree bow is a casual greeting. The 30-degree bow is used in typical business occasions and for more formal events. And the 45-degree bow is most polite when expressing feelings of gratitude or apology. We can see through these many cultures and continents that haptics vary greatly. Wood says that touching communicates power and status, and this can be shown through each culture and a slightly different way of addressing one another that is deemed appropriate. Understanding haptics is essential to understanding how to communicate non-verbally.